So go ahead and tell us about your role on Once Upon a Time. Tell us about your Robin Hood role. How did you get started on that?
Just the sort of the traditional route, really. I got a call to ask me to come in and meet on it, and I had actually met Adam at the very beginning of season one, but another show came up at the same time, and so I never managed to join the show then. But it's sort of come back round, and I'm kind of glad it did because Robin Hood feels like the role that I probably would most like to play. So it's been really exciting. It's been great, and the cast and crew are just such a lovely bunch.
Very cool. We're excited, yeah, for your storyline. That whole thing, it's just like such a mystery with Regina, and we're hoping that somehow Regina finds Robin Hood somehow, and they allow that to happen. You know?
Right. Well, I mean, do you know what? Even if I could tell you, which I can't because I actually know nothing about what the writers have in store for us. I know that the fans of the show have speculated, and there is some sort of, I mean, I suppose they are alluding to the fact that there's some connection between my character and Regina, but to be honest, I have no idea what they've got in store for us because we really find out, or at least I find out, just a few days prior to shooting. So I'm not going to know what they've got in store until I receive the script.
And we have to say, on the episode, when you were helping Neil get him to Neverland, that little boy, your son, is so adorable.
He's so sweet, and he's
so
such a
cute.
good lad because it's very difficult when you're that age, because I remember being on set at that age, and it's very exciting for the first hour or two, and then it becomes a bit monotonous, you know, and we're doing the same thing over and over again, but he was such a great little boy and so sweet. I really, really loved spending a couple of days with him. He was adorable, so I hope I get a little bit more screen time with him again.
Yes, absolutely. Tell us, do you have a favorite episode that you filmed?
Well, I couldn't tell you. I mean, again, I've been told at length to be very careful about spoilers and stuff like that. So I don't even know how much I can say I have filmed or who I've worked with because it would give away. But
The ones
just
you
the
have
whole
filmed.
experience. But being the ones I've filmed, I mean, I wouldn't say I have a favourite. I mean, it's just the whole thing's been really, really enjoyable. As I say, the cast and crew are really friendly and very welcoming, and Vancouver, where the show shoots, is just such a lovely place. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully spending quite a lot more time with them and up there.
Absolutely, and tell us about Once Upon a Time Wonderland.
In Wonderland. Well, again, you know, I've been flying up and back, and every time I've gone back, it's been with a different crew because there's an A unit and a B unit on both shows. So every time I've been going back, I'd been with a different crew, but they were all just, as I say, very professional, really, really great fun. And so to me, it all feels like kind of one show at the moment because I haven't spent enough time with just one set of people. But I'm really excited for the new show. It seems like the numbers are good, and you know, the same kind of excellent production values seem to be on both shows, or on the new show, I should say. So, yeah, I mean, I think there's an interesting story coming up this Thursday. Again, I can't really say too much. Well, tomorrow's episode, I think, where we get to find out a little bit more of the backstory of one of the characters. So I'll be tuning in tomorrow night to see how it looks.
Very cool. Looking forward to that. And like you said, there are so many fans of the show. Do you get recognized a lot when you're walking out and about?
Do you know what? I'm just starting to get recognised. I mean, sometimes people recognise me from other shows that I've done, but they can't quite put their finger on it. But once fans seem to be very, very avid and very passionate about the show, which is wonderful. So, you know, I would imagine maybe with a bit more screen time, that's probably going to increase. But as I said, the experience has been wonderful so far. So I look forward to more of it.
Yes, well, what a cool experience, like getting to live out this whole like fairy tale experience on a show. Like, there's nothing better than that. I mean, that's so neat.
And also for a guy that was born and raised in England, playing an iconic role like Robin Hood is great fun, and it's lovely to play a character when people say, "What are you playing?" or "Who are you playing?" And you know, if you say Robin Hood, everybody knows who that is. So they're big shoes to fill, but after I find first day nerves are a little tough because I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do stuff. But once I've done a few scenes, I'm kind of like, right, well, I've made the mold of it now, and now I kind of know what I'm doing, and I can relax into it a bit more and enjoy it a bit more. But yeah, as I say, it's a great honour to take up the torch and be one of the actors that get to play Robin Hood.
Yes. Do they let you keep anything from set, like the whole costume? Is that going to be your Halloween costume this year?
No, I don't think they'd let me do that. The costumes are incredibly expensive and all handmade and
wow.
very intricate, and I can't even imagine how much that costume would cost. But it would be it'd be pretty expensive, and I don't think they would be too keen about me wandering out of the studio with it. But and it's also it's actually very layered, and there's a lot of leather and stuff, so it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. So I kind of enjoy getting out of it at the end of a long filming day. So no hood for Halloween, I don't think.
Yes, definitely. And then also tell us, do you have any other new projects you're working on or anything? Movies or?
I do have a film that just premiered at the Hollywood, well, not premiered, screened at the Hollywood Film Festival here in Los Angeles over the weekend. So I suppose once we've found a buyer for that, then that will get some kind of release, we hope, here in the States, and then hopefully in Europe as well. So it's a lovely film, and I'm really, really proud of it. So I'm hoping that it gets to a release sometime, maybe this year or the beginning of next year.
Very cool, very cool.
Oh, and it's called Songs for Amy as well. If you look it up on the net, you'll see trailers and stuff like that. And as I said, it's a really sweet comedy, drama, romance, friend story. It's just it's very, very sweet, and yeah, I'm really delighted with it. So looking forward to it coming out.
Yes, definitely. That's exciting. And then also tell us on some of your past projects you've worked on. Meet the Spartans. How'd you like working on that?
Yes. Well, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of hard work because of the physicality of having to get in the shape or try to get in the shape that Gerard Butler got in for 300. So it was a fun shoot, and they're great guys, the guys that we made the movie with. But the physical demands of having to work out for 4 or 5 hours a day were quite taxing. So as much fun as I had, I was kind of glad to get rid of the cape and the underpants and put some regular clothes on when it was done.
Interesting. Trade that in for Robin Hood.
Yeah, I'd definitely take Robin Hood over leather pants and a cape, for sure, yeah.
Well, what's your diet like now? Are you a healthy eater? Do you eat healthy?
No, I'm not really unhealthy, but I wouldn't say that I'm a health nut. I try to exercise every day and eat a fairly regular diet, nothing particularly special. Just I don't eat a huge amount of junk food, but I am partial to a hamburger. But no, nothing really out of the ordinary, just kind of regular diet. It's only really when a role requires a certain body shape or dietary thing that I'll get kind of really disciplined. But for the rest of the time, I'm just sort of a bit of a regular Joe when it comes to food.
Mm-hmm. And we ask everybody, what's your favorite fast food restaurant?
Oh, that's a tough one. We debated that in this house quite a few times. I really like there's a place called Astro Burger here in Los Angeles, which is just phenomenal. But also the close second for me is In-N-Out Burger, which is very popular with Los Angeles. So it's got to be one of those two. But I think Astro Burger just has the edge for me. Yeah, I think Astro Burger is just a little bit bigger, a little bit better. But I don't know. My wife is pretty keen on In-N-Out Burger, so she wins more often than not.
Well, that's good too. Good choices. ChickfilA, are you a fan?
Do you know, I don't know if I've ever had a ChickfilA.
Oh, you have to have it. They have the best chicken sandwiches and nuggets and
I've
waffle
heard
fries.
of them, yeah. I've seen a few of them, but I don't think I've ever been to one. As I said, I don't really go to fast food restaurants very often, but if we do, it's often In-N-Out or Astro Burger. But I will take your recommendation. I'll give ChickfilA a try.
Definitely try that. I'm telling you, you won't turn back. I mean, like, there's no going back now after you try it.
Perfect.
Sounds good. And then tell us one thing we may not know about you.
Oh, gosh. One thing you may not know about me. Oh, that's a tricky question. I was in a television show called Grain Chill, which was a very popular show in the UK, and that's kind of really where I kind of cut my teeth as an actor. I started when I was 5, but that's the first job I did professionally ongoing, and that's sort of where I learnt the kind of skills to kind of be on set and work out how to act with the technical side of things, and that is a bit of a favourite with people of my age or around that age in England. So I will always be very grateful to Grain Chill for giving me my start.
That's neat. Do you miss England? Do you go back and visit often?
We go back quite a lot, actually. Yeah, I mean, most of my family are in the UK, so we normally get back a couple of times a year. We went back earlier in the year, and then we were in Barcelona for my younger brother's wedding this year. So I get to see. I miss England, but it's more to do with missing my family. So as long as I get to see my family, I'm fine. I'm a bit of a nomad, really. I'm happy anywhere as long as I've got loved ones close by.
Very true, very true. Do you notice anything different from England and America? Any different traits, customs that they do? Anything?
Oh, gosh, yeah. I mean, what's the expression? We're two countries separated by a common language. There's obviously a lot of similarities, but there's just as many things that separate us. But I think that is kind of the fun of living somewhere else, and I try to embrace that difference and change rather than. I'm not one of those people who move somewhere and then just completely try and surround myself with it being England. Otherwise, what would be the point in leaving?
Right.
You know, I've been living in the United States for 13 years now, and I love it very much. I sort of have no plans to leave anytime soon. So, as much as England and Ireland will always be my home, this is definitely where I see my future.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're lucky you have your accent. That is something Americans can't have. That's so cool.
You know, you say that, but to us, you guys have a very distinct accent. It's just an American accent. I think a lot of people, certainly in America, go, "Oh, I don't have an accent." I'm like, you do. It's just from ours, you know.
Okay, if you look at it that way, that's a good thing. All right.
You know, you do, and there are various different American accents, and some of them are lovely, and some of them are not as nice, just as the same as in England or Ireland. We have some very, very sweet accents that everybody likes, and some that aren't as popular. But no, you guys have a great myriad of different tones and timbres and stuff here. So no, you should be proud of your American accents.
Okay, thank you. Now you gave us a brighter perspective to look at our accents now. There you go.
Yes, a good world view.
Yes. So go ahead and tell us about your Twitter now. How do you like using that?
Do you know, I'm very new to it. I literally only started Twitter a few weeks, I think, or a month before I joined the show. And of course, I would say 90% of the people that are following me on Twitter are really via Once Upon a Time. So I'm very grateful to the fans of the show for giving me such a warm welcome to Twitter. And I enjoy it. I've never had the opportunity to sort of interact with the audience of a show I've been on, so it's great. But you know, I'm still making a few rookie mistakes with Twitter, which I'm learning as I go. But you know, that's something I suppose that's what we all do to some degree.
Yes. Is there anyone you like following in particular on Twitter, or anyone you want to get a tweet from?
No, not really. I mean, I use it more as an opportunity just to connect with the viewers and stuff. But there are people like Steve Martin and Stephen Fry. I'm always interested. My friend Jason Higgs is very funny. You know, there's a couple of people, and it's also been a good way to connect with some people that I'd lost touch with. So even though I was very, very reluctant to join Twitter, I do find it kind of a fun little pastime now.
Yeah, definitely. And do you have an Instagram as well, or any other social media sites?
I don't. I haven't progressed. I haven't got that far yet.
Okay.
I may do at some point soon, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm taking baby steps.
Baby steps. Yeah. Twitter, Instagram, whatever else is coming in the technology world, we don't even know.
Of course.